requires an extremely precise setup involving walking into a corner with the correct angle and then repeatedly re-grabbing next to achieve the correct spacing on the door. This is one of the most difficult and precise sections of the entire run. In the castle basement, even the tiniest mishap to the left or right can mess up your camera entirely, breaking any setup you may have had. This runner, however, throws all of that out the window. To shoot through the basement door, he basically just runs straight at it and ends up in the right spot. No setup needed. Remember that there are absolutely zero sound cues here. There is absolutely no way you can tell how far away he is from the door, because he is using literally
no,
the exact same is true
he's
for
smelling the game, baby.
Once again, absolutely no discernible audio cues and no real setup whatsoever. He somehow either knows exactly what he is, or just not lucky enough to click through it after running. He spends around 30 seconds here walking back and forth along the door, and somehow it's able to find the exact right spot to click through. Somehow it's still just at this point,
I'm actually convinced that he's doing it for real. That he is blindfolded. I think I'm just seeing an ultimate game.
He approaches the submarine in Dire Docks from a security and then tries to make it look like he knows where he is by jumping There's literally nothing else in his
Overacting a little bit. Fuck, am I playing Super Mario? Jesus, okay, well, this is good for us.
Make it look like he had some captured Zone A.
Alright, yeah.
Try to make it
There you go.
He then
Fixed
approaches
it.
the back of the sub as you
I feel like it was kind of loud, so probably a nice stab. My voice activated.
It should be painfully obvious how bad this is. A real blindfolded runner would be completely and there is no consistent way you can somehow able to back around at the perfect angle and land back on the
It's his gamer
Again,
senses.
absolutely zero sound to it. And then there's Fires.
Thanks to some Dapper Noodle, Snowhound, Diaper Time, and Brutal Meat. Well, this has always just been an easy level, though. I could do this blindfold, and I haven't played this game in 8 years now. It's easy. That's some pussy shit.
Finally comes to the worst part of it. This runs Bowser in the sky. He uses a large amount of glaring fog in the frequency that it's insane that anyone could look at it and believe this is
You lost Zone
He immediately starts the course with, again, completely unnormalized strats, moving through the course with small adjustments that have seemingly no explanation. He then commits what is possibly the most obvious and this move in the entire run.
I don't know how he tops some of the other shit, to be honest.
I was laughing my ass off.
I don't know why I did that. I fell
Not only
for
does he
it.
somehow know
What a man!
but he also knows exactly what direction he wants to go in. Something completely determined by RNG. Then after the platform, completely arbitrary.
I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation.
Exactly when and where to jump. You don't even need to know anything about Super Mario 64 or blindfolded speedrunning to understand that what just happened is completely bullshit. Immediately after skipping the first one, he messes around on the first grabbing the all clearly.
His acting's not even good, though. Like, why not really sell it?
He once again makes an intentional mistake.
Like, oh my fucking god, it's an extra life! Whee! Go wild. He just goes from overacting to
This is
underacting.
somehow the first and only time in this 40-minute run that he accidentally runs off of his platform. Except immediately after falling off, he somehow also knows to pull back to the right so he doesn't fall down. Only then does he comment that he knows he's fallen down, again with absolutely no discernible sound cues. Following this, he traverses the wooden platforms and tries to go for yet another one.
This man's addicted to one-ups.
He clearly saw the one-up in his eyes, and then remembered he was supposed to be so he passes it off by acting like he knew the situation and goes back to grabbing it. Again, no setup whatsoever. Watch now as he somehow knows exactly where he is on the spinning platform and knows exactly where the first floor is. Again, anyone who is actually blindfolded here would have probably just kept holding that off. However, this guy is able to make a completely random adjustment. He then makes a quick
Try just to get them sweet and get some chocobo.
Oh! That's heartbreaking.
Then, immediately after jumping off of the pole that he knows he was just on, he attempts to use 2 bob-bombs on the next platform.
I should have done a top light instead.
Your team is breaking.
This is absolutely
Like,
pointless. As he had already just
that's an expression of how
all he
easy
had to do here was hold
you could
forward
counter
and he would have reached the
this
next
character.
level.
Like, literally
At this
just
point, he once again reiterates
use the
fact
tools
that
at your
this is only his
disposal.
third blindfolded run.
Your
Wow,
team
he's a
rallied.
prodigy.
You lost Zone A.
I'm gonna take care of B.
And to be fair, while he can see, it is still blindfolded. There is a blindfold there. It
The
just doesn't
last
work.
4 minutes alone present him countless points of extreme frustration. From the moment he enters the stage to the moment he enters the final pipe, there is almost nothing that can be considered to be remotely different. However, the final Bowser throw in the next 4 minutes are somehow even worse. He begins by grabbing Bowser with his normal
Maybe tier 1 Xerxes when he
running
says
around Bowser
Archer.
with a
Prime
simple
free.
grabbing and something heavily reliable. Why in a real blindfold set up
Your team is breaking.
God, it's such a cool strat.
final throw, separate normalized throw. And yet, after only 1 minute, the person is able to grab Bowser. Note that after the first
Hey guys, wondering why you're not GPing.
he then winds up for the first throw and misses. Once the throw is missed, Bowser will jump back onto the stage with him and Nintendo and Kirby fall off. There isn't a very good way to respond, but the only real backup is this guy doesn't do that. He instead goes for a regrab and
There's literally no reason.
again, no setup,
You
no
can't
sound.
see right now.
Hits the throw on the side.
Woo! This man's a hero! Let's go!
He stops and talks for about 30
Maybe he's
seconds.
like the Daredevil. He's like a superhuman who can do things blind.
You could have gotten 8. You could have. There's 1 person on there. Whatever. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Jesus Christ.
That's nothing. That's nothing.
I'm not gonna blame my teammates, but I'm having a feeling they're gonna blame me. Because
Holy
we
fuck,
lost.
James,
Yeah.
you're good at blindfolded. Oh, poor guy. No. I guarantee he bought some Shungite.
Defeat.
He is once again constantly talking
Motherfucker.
which take an extreme amount of focus to execute. And
I
yet,
was
he still
expecting you
figures out
guys to
exactly
charge A and get it done, but whatever, I guess.
after messing around
Watch,
with
look.
he then
Oh,
gets another regrab.
Bushy, why were you not on C with us? You made us
During the final
lose.
throw, he turns the camera not once, but twice to visually aim at 2 separate bombs.
Jesus
He
Christ.
then goes on yet another
So annoying.
explanation about how he's able to do Bowser throws.
Andrew said Yuki, Prestige Schlong,
Like-
holding it down, Supernatural Peen.
That's why I was
and
taking care of B,
Pride.
so I was
Everyone
expecting
but
them to go to
Beers.
fucking A and finish that shit, but whatever. Oh, we were fucking gonna lose
Oh.
anyways because I'm,
now it makes
I'm dealing with
sense.
fucking monkeys. So, it's a lose-lose situation here.
Right. Usually.
1 minute. Instead
If I
of
think the bomb is where I think it is, if the bomb is where
Mhm.
I
Then we're golden.
Obviously, none of
Then
this
we're
makes
in.
sense the first place, but he is directed.
Were you listening to the explanation?
Here he
feels the chakra vibrations in the air.
Which already makes no sense on the film. Except he also mentioned in his first Bowser play that he was using sound cues.
Thank you, some Fluffy and Pocho.
This whole time, he's just been giving big
No, I don't know
technical
what that is.
explanations, trying to
Why not?
convince his viewers of the actual
Multi-billion-dollar.
Except he also misses this throw because he was too far away to ever hit the bomb in the first place. Something he probably should have known whether he could actually see or not. Maybe he's only pretending to be blindfolded so he can hide the fact that he's such a Bowser throws.
Oh, let's not get personal here. Okay? Come on now. Let's be professional about this.
He eventually does land the last throw, luckily avoiding all the fire.
Unbelievable.
Barely avoiding
Besmirching this good man's
pure
name.
skill in game sense. After the run is over, he is challenged multiple times by one of the only doubters in his chat. He is asked to verify that he can actually do blindfolded Bowser throws, but refuses to do even the simplest test for failure.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Say yes.
Get over my head.
I'll give you 500. Start a bidding war. Don't cry. Say yes. Yeah. Let's get hungry. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck.
Despite the glaring flaws in this person's gameplay, he has somehow been able to convince all but a few of his viewers that his blindfolded runs are legit. Messages in his Twitch and Facebook gaming chats show that most of the people watching him are completely convinced that what they're seeing is real. The best I can possibly assume in this situation is that he may actually be doing some of these posts at least partially blindfolded, only peeking through the blindfold whenever he's completely lost or doesn't know what to do. It's either that or the blindfold is just completely see-through, and his only goal during the run is to make it look like he can't actually see.
I think that's exactly what it is.
I almost thought this run was a joke, but it's
So, before we get to the conclusion and his apology, I am going to speculate he can see the whole time and just does his best to act like it's blindfolded, but he doesn't know like how to ride that line. So he's either extremely overacting or underacting. It's never like good acting. It's just a poor performance all around. I was in the Hunger Games. I don't like to bring that up too often, but with my acting expertise, I can always pick apart acting, whether it's good or bad. So I just have to make that clear. And his explanation of Bowser with his thumb on the control stick correlating to where Mario is in the Nether Realm, the Shadow Realm, whatever. There's some real merit to that, though, I think.
First, the way he's talking about his gameplay, I can only speculate on this person's motives if they can use it.
God damn it, a parry.
My best guess is that he's doing it for either the money or the views. It should be noted that during the run,
Alright, my turn.
Average.
Considering the run is fake, this just seems like a scummy way for him to take money from people. Honestly, for only one bit per message, it doesn't really seem that bad. If the amount was any higher, I would probably have a much bigger problem with it. But whatever small amount of money he did collect is probably the reason why we're here. There hasn't been a notable shooting incident in the Mario 64 community in 2 years now, so I guess we were about due for another one.
What was the previous one?
This person has not only made a complete blindfolded speedrunning, but has also detracted from the hard-work speedrunning and the insane amount of time needed to do this for real. This particular run ended with a 42-minute time. However, he claims this was his last time a time that he considered second place. When asked to do at the time, however, he claimed that he wants to be in first place before he makes any submissions. I trust, however, that the
I'm
fans of
dead,
the category are smart enough to see that any run he submits is valid. So I wouldn't be surprised if he never even submits a run.
He's dead.
because he
She's
probably
dead.
knows that it would never get
Ah,
done.
never mind then.
Maybe Brian said
If you happen to see
I
this guy on Twitch or anywhere else,
She
please
gets
just know
healed killing minions,
I've
she's fine
intentionally
then.
left his name out
So
of the
annoying.
video, one, because I don't wish for anyone to harass him over this,
That's
and
good.
two, because I
I
don't
always
believe that
respect
any
that.
cheater deserves attention.
Alright, hopefully
as simply
Kyoshin will
being
get to be in
exposed.
time. I don't want Nobushi getting even any more healed.
I want to give a big shout out to both Katoon and Bubzia for their incredible help on this video. They helped to clarify a lot of questions I had about blindfolded Mario 64, and this video would not have been as comprehensive without their input. Also, thanks to both them and the Warriors for allowing me to use this character. I love playing all
Holy
their
shit, did you see that? There's like 15 blindfolds on him.
Also, thanks to both them and the Warriors.
It was a towel, a blindfold, a
I love
blindfold.
links to all of their streams
all
and
together.
YouTube channels in the description. Please check all three of them out if you want
Holy
to see
shit.
legitimate blindfold as well as many other games. These people have genuinely put in the same amount of time and focus needed to successfully complete these games real. They're the ones who truly deserve it. If you please, you can also subscribe to this channel and check me out over on Twitch. My runs aren't quite as cool as these guys, but we'll still have some fun.
I kind of want to learn Super Mario speedrunning, to be honest. I tried back in 2012, watching Siglimic. It's hard, but it looks so fun. That was a great video. So, you said the guy apologized? Okay, so I'm guessing it's this one. That is the... I don't want to just keep pausing it, but a PSA to anyone. Never start an apology video like that. That is the most cliche shit ever. I'm surprised he doesn't have a dog on his lap. Rough. The sigh. If he follows it up by saying, I didn't want to have to make this video, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Alright, cool. We're good. Too much sauce. Zap. True wicked. Reset ribbit. Oh, fuck yeah, let's go.
You lost Zone A.
Okay, that's not working.
Did this nigga seriously?
You captured Zone A.
Bet. Bet.
Let's do some Dynedge, Asiago, and the Prime Zachary, and Jin.
I'm gonna roll this. Oh, there's just 3 of them. I'm feeling less confident with that one.
They are. They are very impressive. You should double down and be like, those runs fucking suck compared to mine.
You're kidding.
Is that a meme fizz? Maybe.
Ooh, Lamau. Oh, he tried it.
You
How does this go on for 11 minutes?
I'm not doing so great. So yeah, that pirate is definitely banning side dashes.
Enemy team is
And to
breaking.
be honest, I need to stop doing them.
2-1-3.
The enemy rally.
It didn't make any of those claims. Spiteful. I had fun. I did enjoy it.
Team is breaking.
I try to keep it straight the entire time. But I kept it straight.
I'm 100% fine.
Okay.
He doesn't even cry. Why are you making an apology video and not cry?
You captured Zone B.
Oh, here's bullet. Oh my god.
Oh, cool. Fuck.
Jesus
Blackface.
Christ.
Hilarious. XD Lamau. I suddenly feel bad, or less bad, for emoting.
Alright. I think what he
I don't
should
really
have
even
done,
emote.
like if
Like,
I
I
was
just
his
did one
PR
emote and
manager,
that's it.
I
That's
think
scam it.
he should have come into this apology really combative. He should have come in here and be like, anyone who thinks I cheated, I challenge you to fucking wrestle me in the Thunderdome. I've rented out the local octagon, and if you think I cheated, you can come fucking fight me. Like, he should have just come in here really aggressive and just denied the fuck out of it. But he didn't. It's pretty boring.
What? What was he on about?
Dream cheating on speedrun. That was fucking nuts. I didn't finish all of it, but that was fucking wild. I really want to wait for Dream's response though before forming a full opinion. But that math is pretty damning. A 29-page, like, peer-reviewed study on him faking a run, possibly. I think the odds were like 1 in 7.5 trillion to get the run that he got. Like, it was astronomical numbers. It was fucking crazy. No, he hasn't. The only thing he's responded to is on Twitter, calling it clout chasing, which I think is a terrible response. I don't think you should ever say things like that. It makes you look kind of like a narcissist, and also doesn't disprove anything. So I never really liked that response, and I'm surprised he would say that. So he hasn't made like a response actually tackling it. That's all he's really said about it. So I'm waiting to see what he has to say about it before forming a real opinion on it. But
guess I'm
that
not.
video and those papers are pretty wild. I find it hard to believe he'd cheat, but that math is fucking wild. Actually, here, let's watch that. That actually sounds kind of interesting. I didn't finish it, and I didn't even read the full paper, only skim. Does it pop up when I type this in? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't even fucking play Minecraft, and I found myself glued to this fucking thing. 29 pages. Just look at this. A table of contents. This is papers I used to write for my fucking human sciences major. Having to write real research papers, make the graphs, do all the mathematics, the methodology, the abstract, binomial distribution. Like, holy shit. They went deep, like actual mathematicians tackling it. Did he write? Here, we'll go through the whole saga then. 'Cause if he did make a response, I didn't see it. I'm assuming it was on his alt account on Twitter. I don't think making a Twitter post is the right way of doing it though. I would like to actually hear him. I mean, I might try Minecraft at some point. No, he hasn't made anything addressing it, except for this couple of posts here. This is the first time he talked about it that I saw. Rejected for being too unlikely to verify a video made by HeadMod, GeoSquare using my name and clickbaiting cheating speedrun in order to get easy views. Definitely a response, total BS. Like, I think this is very not a good look. I never like when someone accuses someone of doing something just for clout chasing like that, when there's like a full fucking study done on it. Like, at least dispute the claims and prove that you're innocent when it comes to cheating in Minecraft. Have multiple moderators messaging me that they believe the verdict was biased and they might quit the mod team. What kind of investigation was this? I mean, a thorough one. 2 months worth of research and 29 pages of mathematical data. It's not like it was just thrown out of nowhere. I don't think it was necessarily a grab for publicity. So I'd really like to hear his response, because I find it very hard to believe that Dream would cheat. Especially in something that wasn't even world record. Like, I just find that super hard to believe, but after skimming some of that, it's pretty fucking tough. Oh, Dreamers. Oh, hold on, sorry. Let me get the whole thing set up. I want to go through this entire thing. So he responded on Reddit.
You captured Zone
Another
C.
not good place to tackle the issue, I would say. He's putting it on platforms where not a lot of people visit, and I don't like that. For something this serious, you should address it head-on on, like, your main platform, considering his channel is built around his pride as a speedrunner. This is not 10 pages, but it's what we got. Let's go.
For analysis papers that thoroughly examine found in the description. This video helps
This is Prime Zombie.
make that information more accessible to a wider audience and addition, and present circumstantial
Dark
evidence that is proper depiction of Keeper's Lookout for analysis. All that being said, please watch through to the end to hear the entirety of our argument.
Lost Zone C.
There's a 10-page response? Where? It's not here. Where is it? Speed run. Alright, let's get everything up. This is gonna be my Zodiac killer here. I'm gonna crack the code on if Dream cheated or not. This will be my white whale. I'll be the detective. I don't even fucking play Minecraft. I'm not even understand half the shit going on. They were talking about like pearls. I don't even know what that
fucking
means.
hate New Orochi.
I mean, I don't know what a pearl
It's
is in the real
ridiculous.
world, but other than that. Okay, so we're at. Oh, it doesn't look like his response went over well if they're already memeing it. So where is his 10-page response? I'm assuming it would be like one of the top posts, right? Okay. So this is allegedly his response. I gotta say, formatting right away. Gonna have to give this one to this. This is like actual, like this is professional.
Like, I understand
reporting
that,
here.
like,
This
not
is how
being
you're supposed to do your
dodgeable, but
papers when you're doing like
it's
medical
fucking
reports and
awkward
shit.
to
So
react
I gotta
to.
give the edge to this team here. But I will definitely read through this. We'll get to it. Basic tier 1 conventional bananas. Pearls are throwable teleportation devices. A day that'll go down in history.
Earlier that month,
This is gonna be like the 4th of July
was reviewed
for
by several
Minecraft.
hundred successful trades out of 262 possible.
Okay, what does that mean? Somebody that plays Minecraft, break that down for me, because when I first watched this and skimmed to like 6 minutes-ish, I was immediately confused. So what is this trading percentage here? No, I don't understand what the actual trading is. I understand the percentage. He gets a significantly higher margin of successful trades, but what is it, like in the game, what does it do? Like what are these things, like what is he trading for and why? I understand that it's significantly higher, that's what I'm saying. I'm asking, like, in the game, why does he want them? You give them gold, and they have a loot table that they drop randomly, okay? And
like,
you
the
want
fuck?
it because the
getting
pearls
fucking terrorized.
teleport you. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, when it comes to Minecraft, treat it like you're talking to your grandfather and breaking it down for him.
These results are exceptional, as they are not only substantially greater than their expected values, but perhaps more notably, substantially greater than the rates from other top-level runners. But just how rare are Dream's trades? To answer this, we first need to look at some basic statistics,
Thanks to the bitch warrior and buns
specifically
and
at these
French.
models called binomial distributions. The goal of a binomial distribution is to show how likely a random event happens if that event only happens a certain percentage of the time. It's common knowledge that when you flip a
Always
coin,
guess
there's
heads.
a 50-50 chance it either lands on heads or tails.
Of
Obviously,
course.
if you go to flip a coin right now, it's pretty likely that you'll get something like 3 heads in a row. Or
Yeah,
at
I
the
get it
very
now,
least,
pilot.
something that doesn't fit the 50-50 ratio immediately. But
Who
just
did the
how lucky
graphics?
Any one of these scenarios is.
Did they hire,
Let's take
like,
the case
Kurt
where you
Sagat
pretend
to do this shit?
and want to see how likely getting any particular number which shifts the distribution to the left considerably and makes the slope a lot steeper. Alright, hopefully I didn't lose you too much in the math. But
No,
you might have
not
to
the math,
understand
I just don't know the
understand
fucking game.
speedrunners' odds of getting pro trades over time. But before we
The math was fine to follow, I just don't know this fucking game at all.
We could find.
I know I punch trees and I make a
Over the course of 5
pickaxe.
seasons in September and early October, Illumina is able to trade 323 gold, which is our best just for 2023.
I'd say
Team's odds.
it's good odds. Hey, I'll take those
This
odds.
isn't exactly typical. Across 6 streams, we bartered
Like, I can't
250
fucking do
times
anything. It's just
gold
fucking.
tickets, which when plugged into the
Just
formula,
everyone-
at 1 in 177 billion.
Doing shit.
To visualize just how
People getting
unlikely these
fucking
odds
mad
are.
over
No, I can
Pirate.
visualize it.
To put
And you got
these
characters that could already.
That's like the odds of any
Terrorizing
Reddit advice ever actually
nothing.
landing you a date.
created this graph, which
When you
shows
look
far
at things like Orochi, Pirate isn't really that bad.
remotely comparable or even reasonable, assuming the rates
Like,
are
oh
the
no,
same
it's
value.
undodgeable
This information has
lights.
been
I
publicly
mean, just
released
fucking
for
block.
over a month now.
Who's to say he's just
And
not the
those
chosen one,
documents
though?
Kind of
bring
difficult
the
with
idea that
Orochi.
Oh,
the main
wait,
thing
this is
he's
an
saying
old
is that
response.
His
the
attacks
collective was
vary
managing someone.
between
So the extremely high
kick
figures in the billions aren't correct.
and forward
Let's take a look
dash
at
and
some of these
dodgeable
supposed biases.
in any direction.
The first major argument
Wait,
is
so the document you guys sent me is the old document that they're disputing in here? Nice. Awesome. Okay, well that's, I mean, I guess, is there a reason for me to read through it again, I guess? I don't need to play it by ear.
Dream pushed is that the data is biased because he stopped. He's saying that since he stopped streaming runs because he got a personal best time, that was good because he was lucky. That last data point will be skewed upwards. This isn't the entire story, but it is just what Dream mentioned. This is
Thanks to Prime Deborah.
the way to correct for it is actually pretty complex, and we go into it in the paper. Correcting for this bias, the numbers go from 1 in 170 billion to the low number of 1 in 83 billion.
Wow. I like those
Another
odds.
point that Dream has pushed.
You
I'll take
captured
that.
Zone
We're the
C.
first to admit that the data is actually biased, but it's nowhere near as biased as it would have to be to disqualify the
Deserved.
average. The thing with real-world data is that it's pretty much always going to be biased. But
Thank you,
the
Resub Fact.
to interpret this stuff nonetheless, and account for all the errors. In our case, we overcorrected the bias far enough so that we're biasing in favor of it, and we're still getting pretty good numbers. And we haven't even gotten to the strongest evidence so far.
Minecraft speedrunning is cutthroat. If it's confirmed Dream cheated,
Wanna guess what Dream
I wouldn't be surprised if the community tried to publicly execute him.
You lost.
Stone him to death or
Oh my
something.
God.
into this in much more detail in the paper?
Like,
We
it
don't
is
have much time to talk about
fucking
it.
dangerous to fuck with
Absolutely.
Pretty
Minecraft.
much follow the same logic as the
You
pros.
see him on Twitter?
Here's a
team
graph showing
is
other
breaking.
runners, and it's pretty obvious they haven't learned how to get Dreamlock yet. Now, this really isn't looking too good for Dream. Biasing in favor of him, giving very favorable
Here's the Prime
circumstances,
Toasty and Lord
assuming the
Ghoul.
best. The odds for all this happening is still around 1 in
Well, looks like he's
678
not here.
trillion.
Good
Well, that is
odds.
before we account for p-hack. Basically saying, let's be generous and say there are 90 ways to investigate different types of RNG. If someone malicious was looking to cherry-pick data, then they would just choose the most unlikely one out of the 90.
Self-sent.
So, since we'd want to correct for this potential bias, we divide 678 trillion by 90 and get a value of 1 in 7 trillion, which, as you may notice, is still a ridiculously large number.
But nothing
At this
Dream
point,
can't
I
beat,
think Dream
baby.
would probably want us to
That
acknowledge
man
that
could
we're
beat
talking
God in a
game
speedrunning
is
competition in
glitched.
Minecraft.
The game is glitched, or
1 in
rather,
7.5 trillion is basically a 1 in 5 odds, I'd say.
I'm sure the question that some people would ask is that if the luck and glitch, couldn't that mean that both
What the fuck is Blaze? Again, this video assumes I know the game. I have no fucking idea how this game works at all. What is Blaze now? Isn't that like a currency, like a cryptocurrency? Worth like less than my spit in a glass? What does it do in the game? It's a mob.
You guys were tunneling C.
Blaze plus Pearl equals Eye
Okay,
of
fine,
Sauron? What the
sure.
fuck are you talking about? Blaze gives you stick that unlocks final boss. Okay. A blaze is a mob that drops a blaze rod that is essential in beating the game. Thank you. Good explanation.
use the same faulty random generator? The problem here is that bartering and blazes actually use distinct generators. Blazes use the entity random, while barters use the world random, which mean they're completely separate and have no way of interacting.
Until
Let's take a closer
now.
look at pearl trades, for example.
Evolution.
While bartering, the player's in the nether. What else is in the nether? Lava. Lava also happens to use the world generator,
Thanks to Prime Day.
just like the pearls. And there are thousands upon thousands of lava blocks constantly shifting the random generator all over the place, which makes it an extremely entropic environment. Since there is this entropy background radiation, in the time between pearl trades, RNG is completely scrambled, and the amount of scrambling is random itself, which makes it impossible to have any continuous interplay between strings of barters. Additionally, there are just some mathematical reasons that mean pearl drops can't influence one another, so there's really no way these numbers could just be the code's fault. This begs the question.
Whatever,
since it looks like
whatever.
Dream
Yeah,
wanted
I was
to,
trolling.
How could he do it? Considering he was streaming at the time, left a lot of people with the idea.
What if he
that
hired the
there
guy
was
that made
something
bitcoins to cheat for
It's
him?
probably naive viewer. This becomes a
You
bit
calling me
I'm
dumb?
going to
considered the
fucking
previous
fuck his
fact,
life up.
which
I
is
can see if
not
someone was
necessarily
cheating, I
the
bet.
community. Still, there are many people
I'm
out there
tunneling
probably
him.
wondering why would Dream cheat. Personally, I have no clue. It seems
I'm
like
gonna
a
be
pretty
the
stupid thing to
most
do,
cancerous
but we can
pirate
speculate.
who
Agreed.
ever fight.
Cheaters never win.
By the way, this section is not supposed to be a part of the objective analysis. It has no influence on the mod team's decision. But considering how Dream Twitter reacted when the news first broke, combined with the Dream heavily
Straight
focusing
goofy.
on his
At least
himself,
I'm doing
we gotta
something
be
on
forced
fucking
not
B.
to.
You literally were just
Dream
getting
is on
killed.
record for hating 1.16 speedruns,
Like, fuck
considering
you,
the
how about
enormous
that?
amount of blocking block. In the past, he had gotten frustrated with just how lucky the standard tier world records had gotten,
Straight
openly
goofy.
contesting the validity of Corbanus' world record, which was verified as the first sub 15-minute time. Before coming back to live streaming speedruns, Dream stated that he would stop playing 1.16 and focus on 1.0.
Guaranteed
That was
this
a
guy
sad day.
watches football
And honestly,
religiously.
I remember where I was that day.
For these categories.
Ruined my whole day.
But just keep this anti-RNG sentiment in mind though, as we take a look at the precedent. in
This
other
Rep 10 motherfucker is
Carl
telling
Joseph
me
speedrunning documentary.
what to
He's a
do
lot of
and what's a
experience
good
in
idea to do.
illegitimate speedruns and their perpetrators. Here's an excerpt from a Carl
He's
video.
either a smurf
Am
or
I on that?
something.
Wait, am I on there? Because I accidentally
Even if he's
fucked
a
up a
Smurf,
while
he's a
back with
stupid
the House
Smurf.
of Caravan
You should know
speedrun.
better.
I used Sony Vegas time code and I counted frames instead of time and got like an absurd world record that was like 10 seconds ahead of anybody else. I wonder if he did a story on Charles, the biggest House of Caravan speedrun cheater the world had ever seen.
Context really well.
I'll have to
It may
check
seem
later.
counterintuitive, but you'd be surprised at how often some of the best players inevitably try to fake runs. You might think that having the talent to achieve a world record would make somebody less susceptible to cheating,
Make the Prime
but it often
Divergent.
works against them.
And Quinn.
Having talent tends to make people feel entitled, and when the game they play doesn't give them the luck they need, they become increasingly frustrated. On top of this, having talent and deep knowledge of a game makes you a better cheater. The fact that better players make better cheaters means that arguments such as, he's such a good player, he has no reason to cheat, are fundamentally flawed. When Billy Mitchell and
What is-
Bob
who said
Roberts
this?
exposed
Socrates?
his flaws,
What are we reading
this
here?
was one of the most common arguments their defenders tried to make.
Alright.
If anything, having a better
Fucking C. Having a gut feeling he's just gonna be there.
This is why at the top level, proof standards
Or
are
if he's
so
a norm, you'll be A.
I know the idea of dream cheating can be unsettling
Get a
to
good
his
chat,
own
they're gonna be
fans.
C.
It haunts me.
At the
Gives me
very
nightmares even thinking about the possibility.
Even if Dream wasn't looking for any
Lost.
hitting good RNG is way more fun and entertaining to watch. I can't really fault the guy for wanting a more enjoyable casual experience. The only problem is that he was testing it off as an officially legitimate speedrun. Again, our collective decision is moderated. It's just based on the objective math, not the theories or feelings around it. But by every metric we try,
Math doesn't care about your feelings, especially not in
in
Minecraft.
closing, I want to address one important point raised by Dream. As Dream likes to point out, just because the odds of what's happening are in the trillions, that doesn't mean that's the same chance of happening. I mean, with Illumina's conservatively lucky 92% odds, it doesn't mean that there was a 92% chance of him cheating. But the thing that Dream misses is that the odds for the event and the odds for cheating are still correlated. If you perform an infinitesimally unlikely event, then you can be extremely confident that something went wrong that allowed it to happen. Just because something is possible doesn't mean that it's at all feasible.
That's like an actual core component of understanding these things, yeah.
Conceivable subjective.
Even though it's 1 in 7.5 trillion, it doesn't mean that that is actually possible.
After all, the more confident you are
I
that
was not
Dream
paying
wouldn't
attention.
cheat, the less this evidence should convince you. But you would need to be almost impossibly certain that Dream wouldn't cheat in order for this not to be convincing evidence. Even giving Dream the benefit of the doubt as much as possible, as moderators, there's no real option other than to deem these runs as illegitimate.
So I understood absolutely nothing when it came to the game, but the math behind that is so fucking wild. I find it incredibly hard to believe that Dream would cheat, especially in what's not even a world record run. But man, I don't know how you dispute this shit. And I really want to see Dream's real response where he doesn't just say clout chasing. Because I'd actually like to know what the fuck went on. Because, like, this is ironclad. Like, if you brought this evidence to, like, anything outside of Minecraft, they would be dead to rights. They would be thrown in the fucking slammer. If you brought this fucking evidence anywhere, they're gone. This is watertight.
Hey, look.
Like, I don't know how you get out of that unless you genuinely hit a 1 in 7.5 trillion run. Which, again, kind of disobeys, like, a fundamental core component of probability where that, while mathematically and statistically possible, it's just not feasible. I kind of have to read through all this, though. I think the video is just more concise. I don't need to see all the fucking algebraic formulas and
You lost.
logarithms. And I don't think Dream will ever actually admit to cheating, even if that was what happened, because he just stands to lose so much and gain nothing from admitting to it. He can easily ignore this. Easily. 500,000 views? If Dream even, like, posts a 3-second clip of him farting into a mic with Minecraft on the stream, that's 40 million. He doesn't need to address it. He can just let it die out, because it's gonna be old news in a couple days anyway. But for my own curiosity, my Zodiac Killer Instinct curiosity detective shit, I would love to know if he actually did. But I think that's going to be one of those internet mysteries that never gets solved. But this is apparently his response as of late, so I'd like to see it. It is a mystery. Like, why the fuck would... What would Dream's motivation for cheating be? I don't think he's an egotistical maniac that needs constant reaffirmation for being like a god of Minecraft. He's said some douchey things on Twitter, yeah, and I definitely didn't really appreciate his response to that video that had so much time and effort put into it. Yeah, I don't really like that. But I don't think he would be stroking his own dick on stream and cheating for not even world records. I really don't think he would. Granted, I don't know the guy, I'm not his fucking therapist, I'm not his best friend, I've talked to him twice maybe. But he just doesn't strike me as the kind of guy.
Who would have known?
Now let's read this response. There's lots of posts about one... I'm not going to read it out loud, I'm not going to give you this one-time story. You can read it with me. Follow along. I remember reading on Twitter, wasn't that one of the core things that he does say he regularly, like, clears his files, his logs of the run? If you can't read, then I don't know what to tell you. Go back to school. I don't really like that point. Numbers can be misleading and have been used to falsely convict people in the justice system. I mean, come on, man, it's Minecraft. Let's not compare it to some shady shit out there in the real world. Alright, well, I look forward to seeing it. I want to see as this shit develops. This has actually got me interested in Minecraft. I want to cheat. What's the general response here? Doesn't seem like they're on his side. Oh, it absolutely is. For some reason, Minecraft drama is, like, blown so far out of proportion. More people care about this did Dream cheat or not cheat drama than they do about, like, actual real-world issues. This is trumping, like, their own lives at the moment. I bet people have stayed home from school to do their own independent research on Twitter. Like, it's big. Like, when there's drama in the Minecraft community, you can feel it globally. You'll hear the rumbling of hundreds and thousands of stomachs of 15-year-olds going hungry as they forget to eat as they're digging deeper into their research, retreating into their discords to crunch numbers with their friends and try and get the answer. It's wild. I fucking love the Minecraft community though. I genuinely do. I think it's entertaining. I don't play the game, but I do like watching some Minecraft content and some streams. And this drama, I mean, it's a cherry on top. I feel at home now. Being able to, like, look at some drama from the outside, it's just like every other community now. Everything was all, like, sunshine and rainbows for a while in Minecraft, and now we got some pigs playing in the pig pen here. It's getting a little dirty. Muddying the waters a bit, and it's kind of cool. Yeah, it seems like the community is pretty split. It seems like a lot of people don't like Dream as a person, though. I didn't get the impression that he's a douchebag or anything. He seems like a fine guy to me. I mean, again, some of the things he says on Twitter aren't a good look, but I've never got the impression that he's an asshole. I don't blame Dream for his stands, bro.
Jesus.
I have, you know, at the end of the day, if people are gonna stand, they're gonna stand. Why shit on their fun? Especially if it's for you. Just make sure that they're well behaved, I'd say. I think standing as like an actual thing is super unhealthy though, to obsess over celebrities and people you don't know. To be a professional fan of someone, I think that's unhealthy, but it's what people like to do, man.
That's heartbreaking.
And if it's not hurting anyone, fine by me. Alright, well I guess that's all there is right now. I'm excited to see more from this. I really would like to see what comes next in this saga. I'll be on the front lines waiting for information and
You captured Zone C.
it's a tier 1 Ricky McKnight. Is this about the declassified UFO footage that the government released last year?
In early 2007, this silent black and white video was uploaded by a user on a conspiracy UFO-centric forum called About Top Secret. The user claimed the video depicted a disc-shaped UFO outmaneuvering a fighter jet somewhere off the coast of Mexico in the mid-2000s. They had supposedly gained access to the video while serving on board a US aircraft carrier and claimed to have smuggled a potentially classified material.
Hold on real quick, I want to send this to my dad. My dad loves UFO shit.
You captured Zone C.
Give me 1 second to send it to him.
Ah, bummer. Where are you going, Alec?
Thanks to the resub, Matt.
You lost Zone A.
While some members of the forum chose to believe their
enemy
story,
rally.
others
Thanks
were
to
not
resub, real
so
Ian.
easily convinced. For instance, the video was hosted on a website belonging to a group of German film students, which led some to denounce the clip as an attempted hoax.
Yeah,
Even
that is
those who
rough.
believed it could be genuine
Julia should
still
be
complained that
fine.
it was a totally
But I need-
uninspiring
maybe
video
fat- oh, never
of a
mind.
fuzzy dot.
He's not fine, he's not fine.
Thanks to the resub, David.
Over a decade later, this long-forgotten video suddenly resurfaced as part of an article by the New York Times. The video was now linked to a secret government-funded program and was even corroborated by
Thanks to
credible
the resub,
eyewitnesses.
You
Lee.
What
captured
had
Zone
initially been
A.
dismissed as a hoax turned out to be real. The video was said to depict a genuine encounter
Christ.
between U.S. Navy fighter jets and some unidentified craft.
I just wish the video was better, because the video itself is pretty underwhelming.
A similar yet
Got
completely
him.
separate incident was also featured at the beginning of the
Victory.
except this one went south.
I be trolling.
These two videos, along with a third released a few months later, spread across the
Thanks for the
internet
5
like
gift subs,
wildfire.
Neil.
Comment sections and
Appreciate it,
discussion
man.
threads
Thank you.
were dominated by unrestrained speculation about aliens and paranormal phenomena.
Did he leave?
Skeptics,
I'm
meanwhile,
curious.
took it upon themselves to analyze every pixel in every frame in the hopes of uncovering some
It does look
unexpected
fucking
clue that
weird.
could
He did.
identify
No, he
these
didn't. He's
fuzzy
still here.
blobs.
It's like a
Any
Beyblade
lingering doubts about the
vertically.
video's authenticity vanished with the release of an official statement by the Department of Defense
This
confirming
character's
that the
nuts.
videos
I love
depicted
him.
real events involving unidentified aerial phenomena. So, what exactly are we looking at?
Thanks to the resub, Chillo Wisp.
Alright, enough of this. Let's get to this.
So, like,
Huh? Wait, new lobby? Aw,
how is this 24 minutes?
I missed that guy already.
How the fuck is it 24 minutes? Thanks to Tier 1 Smokey and the Prime Wood.
I really don't like that the paint changes hair color. Like, you see that? Like, with Kyoshin though, it was material that determined color.
Thanks to the resub, Tiger.
Like, I have the light blue.
Back into Charlotte right now at 485 and heading toward the airport.
All right, and again, you are watching this live from Chopper 9. This vehicle headed up
Yeah, like
Thanks to
this,
the
for
5 gift
example.
subs, Bouncer. Appreciate that,
That
man.
was based on my material, which I actually prefer that, to be honest.
Jesus Christ, Leon, stop. Holy shit.
We've seen multiple cruisers trying to
But then
follow
again,
this
that's
vehicle and trying to get
a
this
whole
person
Thanks to
pair.
Prime
And that,
Yim
that is
and the
kind of
resub
ugly. I kind
Jizzle.
of wish there's like more black gradient to it.
Looks
Just
like
to
they have no intention of slowing down.
make it look
Right now
more.
we're hearing they are near Little Rock Road
tech, I
as
guess,
they again here on I-80. They're
They've been following
Are there any
Just a better-
cops?
don't get in the way of this. Oh, look at
way to get
because you can see.
others' eye on this vehicle.
We don't know if they're trying to make it to the airport, if they've
It's like
got
they're
that
going
in
into a
mind.
parking lot now.
This looks like, yeah, a newly paved parking lot, shooting across this parking lot at a high rate of speed right now, trying to find some other exit, maybe not knowing that there are at least 2 helicopters up above. The
Exit
Snoopy
Prime.
helicopter and the Channel 9 helicopter, which is always up
Makir
above these
and
scenarios,
Pepper,
back
the
on
resub
the street
page.
here right now, and going comparatively at a
And
high
hope
rate of
everything
speed
looks up,
compared to
Jizzle.
traffic on
Hope
this
you feel
road.
better soon.
Again, if you're just joining us right now at 4:13, we are in the middle of following a police chase. This is in.
I wouldn't call this a police chase. There's not a single officer here.
Off the highway.
It's just the helicopter.
North toward Billy Graham Parkway, got on
So,
that
police
exit
chase.
And then turned onto Freedom Drive and then over to Allegheny, now weaving on some inner city roads right now. And it's not slowing down. This person has been going for at least the past 30 to 45 minutes, and police are right behind them.
Yeah, that's they're definitely not right behind them. When do they get onto the train?
The view for just is going in front of them. You see people turning
He's literally stopped and there's no cops.
left, but then
This guy is so far ahead.
right here. Coming to the left right there, while other people have a green, those people are going to have to hit the brakes. And
Exit Tier 1 Tosh and the resub Cree.
situation here. Aline,
Tracks, foot.
we are following this. Now,
The person down that ran. It looks like somebody else is in the back of the vehicle too, but again, this person has jumped out running on foot. A man
Pretty quick thinking. Going for the train. Exit tier 1 Leon in the prime Aiden. Resub Gray and nobody. What is this even hauling? Old tires? What the fuck is back here? Just scrap metal, that's it? The whole train is just for scrap metal? This is the slowest train I've ever seen. He was better off running.
Yeah, he probably was.
Yeah, hopefully we don't lose him here. Beautiful low-speed chase.
At this train crossing because they were stopped and has climbed up between two train cars, which in and of itself is very dangerous for him because tragically if he were to...
Thanks for resub Jetpack, Hierophant, Whiplashes, and give some cosplay and Prime Panther. Hey cosplay. This guy really thinks he's in a movie. This is some actual movie shit.
This is very dangerous, and again, we have been following the vehicle that this gentleman was in for about
You captured Zone A.
watched it track on I-85 northbound in West Charlotte, got off the Billy Graham
Yeah, he honestly should just call a taxi at this point. Oh boy.
and the vehicle stopped at this train tracks. He jumps on.
We should have just called an Uber, it would have been faster.
Now this train jumped off, and he continued.
Hijack it.
He abandoned the
You can be the conductor. Unlucky that that train was extremely slow. Oh my god, this still goes on for so long. Thanks for the 10 gift sub, Young Monster. Good to see you. Thanks for your sub, Episodic. Thank you for that, Monster. Oh, it's just a highlight reel now. Oh, they snitched. Damn, all that work just to have old Ruth report it?
Enemy team is breaking.
Near the train track, the call people in the may have stopped.
You captured Zone C.
I think he gets away.
It's just effort feet. Ooh, I'm having a feeling they're coming.
Thanks for the 5 gift subs, Pierre. Hey, Pierre. I'm not sure, JD. Oh, maybe the Naruto, I can check that out. Well, I thought that was going to be a lot more thrilling with the title of jumping onto a moving train. But what that fails to really capture is just how slow that train was moving. It'd be like, Charles tries to escape his parents by hopping on a tricycle. Thanks to the resub feeling cheesy. Resub Carollo. Most trains go slow? Not the trains here. Like, we have trains in Tampa, they're pretty fast. Like, they kind of bust ass. I definitely wouldn't be able to keep up with one on foot, that's for damn sure. Thanks to Resub Morbid. Ambulance chase in Philadelphia. Thanks to the Prime Frushed and Resub Reed and Bearded Majestic. He's naked. I don't really want to take the chance. Thanks for Resub Roman.
Ooh, I'm contemplating getting the emote or the execution.
And the Prime Lazy Turtle. I've watched all of Turkish Star Wars. Kai and I watched that like 6 years ago together. Check out Shy Boys documentary. We've seen that. Isn't that the incel one? Or am I thinking of a different one? Actually, Tier 1 Devil. Slowest pursuit. Is this the slowest car chase ever?
How slow can you go when it comes to police?
Thank you, Tier 1 Riding Ghost.
A bizarre pursuit in Texas has crowds mesmerized for 2 hours. This suspected drug dealer, you're going to see this white car rolling down the highway at a leisurely pace with a fleet of police following his trail. The most fascinating part is surprising.
He gets away? Oh, it's an officer driving it.
That's your normal car chase. This one may be the slowest ever. Fort Worth police follow.
What is this, like the Flintstones or something? Are they running to power this?
In no hurry to escape, crowds of gawkers gathered on overpasses to snap photos of the slow ride.
This is
At one
sweet.
point, the suspect took off his shirt, talked on his cell phone. One witness in traffic told ABC affiliate WFAA the guy was, quote, waving at us like he had a parade or something.
Yeah, this is very wholesome.
Down highway exits and entrances, causing rush hour traffic snarls. But just when you think he's finally going to stop, he resumes his
Ooh, get pranked.
over again.
And he's out.
I know you're wondering, why didn't police
Never to be
just
seen
pull in front of
again.
the car? Well, it's simple. According to policy there, officers are not allowed to pass and block a vehicle during a chase.
What?
Instead, officers resorted to loudspeakers and sirens. They even put
Cool
out
rule.
spike sticks. No dice. Hours passed. Finally, the suspect
Oh, he's going fast.
hit the gas, leaving the interstate, zooming across a grass median, and went the wrong way down an access road
Wow.
to the interstate. Then, enough is enough. A police SWAT car performed a pit maneuver and rammed the back of the suspect's car.
So they're allowed to ram him, but not.
He should have stayed going slow.
Officers swarmed the suspect.
They would have never caught him.
A considerable amount of methamphetamines was found in the car. So there you have it. A guy who drives his getaway car in the slow lane busted for
Hilarious.
his speed.
Yeah, that's rough. He should have committed to just staying slow. There was no counterplay. Like, apparently they by law couldn't pass him, so if he just stayed going slow, they wouldn't have been able to pit him, because he's too slow to pit, I think. He had the right strategy. He was reinventing the meta, but he got too afraid. He fell back into the old ways. Makes the resub one-time strings and Neo. Thanks to Resub Lactic. A lost woman in her 80s gets escorted home by police. Oh, I want to check that out now. I love low speed chase. Thanks to Resub Gucci. Can't click links tech, just tell me what it's called. I'm sure I can check that. Look at the truck. Oh god. She's going for it. Get the fuck out of there, Muriel. Run! Gertrude, go! Wow, wonderful audio quality. Thanks to Prime. Rogue Liobo. Oh, he just pushes her in front of the cars.
Wait, did I use the wrong character?
Exit tier
Or
1.
loadout?
Zaner and Resub Gaming. Nice, good for her. What was it now? Beverly Hills tanker truck. Thanks to the Prime Optic. Man in stolen tanker truck. Leads police on a chase.
Involving a stolen tanker truck. This is on Wilshire Boulevard right now. You can see that tanker truck going at a very high speed down Wilshire Boulevard right now.
Thanks to the resub.
A very unusual situation. And
Ev Rivet.
for Ken Jen, this is going to have a major impact, obviously, on traffic.
Yeah, Peter, absolutely. It's not every day that you see a tanker truck that is stolen. Usually we're in.
This reminds me of GTA RP.
But yeah, this truck is
Like when Chuck would steal trucks and we'd go for a ride.
helpful map overlay that's showing us exactly where he's headed right now. As you can
Thanks for the 5 gift subs. Thank you for the 5 gift subs. She works at Magic. Thank you for that.
tail right now. And of course, the threat here, the danger really, is the fact that this tanker truck is full of fluid. I believe it's 21,000 gallons. There could be gasoline there, so if he happens to crash, this could be a very
Oh,
dangerous situation.
that would be pretty nuts.
With these fuel spills all the time.
Thanks to Resub Empress.
And it turns into an app now.
When did the chase begin?
Who knows what states like this. And again, you mentioned to figure out how they're going to stop this person. Peter, keep in mind, they can't just do a pit maneuver to stop this individual.
Thanks to Resub Eldritch.
This is a very, very unusual situation. We cover cases all the time.
Where are the cops? This isn't a chase. I'm just watching a guy in a truck drive. Thank you to Alpha and Oberon. Thank you for that, Chris. Thank you for the generosity.
You captured Zone A.
Oh, he's Facebook live streaming for sure. Thanks to Resub Extreme Guy. Whoa! He's drifting!
You captured Zone C.
Keep in mind, other drivers around may not know exactly what is going on.
Holy fuck, I can't watch that on Twitch at all, Tech. No chance.
A driver making a U-turn like this is incredibly precarious right now. Again, flammable material on board.
If they had more dance like this in the future.
Oh, that was kind of underwhelming.
Have like them.
I was expecting him to really like fucking bust it wide open, but he just kind of drove straight. And the one time he tried to turn, he failed it.
Oh, I can't see.
Lost Zone C.
I Want You, The Fragrance by Jimmy Choo at Macy's, the fragrance destination.
How Domino's 80s mascot incited a hostage situation. Didn't we see that? Jesus. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna fucking hit the wrong key.
Pizza.
I don't think we saw this
Truly
actually.
a wonderful food. Everyone loves a pizza. And when I think of pizza, I often think of Domino's. Now, Domino's
First
gets
time
a
I've
bad
ever heard
rap a
that.
lot of the time, but if you ask me, they're fine. They're not the greatest, but they're certainly not the worst either.
Okay,
Domino's hits
okay.
a decent balance between the price and quality of their food. Not the best pizzas on the market, but good enough for their price.
I mean,
I
there's
often
been
find
no
myself
way.
ordering
I think so.
Domino's, man. I just can't be bothered sorting dinner out. And as I sit there eating my pizza, I often think back on the story of Domino's Avoid the Noid marketing campaign. A campaign that ran through the mid to late 80s and early 90s, before meeting its fascinating and tragic end.
You looked up
This
the
is
story on
of
Soul Calibur
Domino's
Saturday
greatest
some
PR
time ago.
disaster ever, and the sad fate of Kenneth Lamar Noid. It's 1960, and the failing pizza business Dominick's has just been bought out by two brothers, Tom and James Monaghan.
You lost,
The
Zone
whopping price of
$900, dudes.
What a deal!
After struggling for a year with little success in their
Holy
new business
shit.
endeavor, James wanted out and sold his share to his brother Tom, who over the next few years would turn it into a burgeoning pizza empire. In 1965, the business changed its name to Domino's and began opening new shops all across the United States and eventually the world. Fast forward to the mid-1980s and the brand is looking for a new way to market themselves. Considering the
I remember
fast
the
food pizza
Noid
space
had his
was
own
already
video
occupied
game.
by a number of competing companies, they instead looked for a new way to make Domino's stand out from the crowd. A marketing campaign not based on some new gimmick pizza or lowered prices,
Thanks, Yusuf Aaron.
but instead one based on reliability. So, Domino's devised a new campaign, promising that their pizzas would arrive faster, hotter, and in perfect condition. In 1986, Domino's launched their brand new marketing campaign starring a strange-looking, buck-toothed animated character known as
Noid.
The Noid. The Noid was a personification of all of the troubles that could occur with a pizza delivery. Whether it's getting the order wrong, having the pizza damaged or show up late, the Noid himself was hell-bent on disrupting pizza deliveries through whatever
Exit tier
nefarious
one.
means he could.
Joshua?
And only Domino's were able to avoid the Noid, as they put it. This marketing campaign worked, and Domino's saw great success with their new anti-mascot. The Noid quickly soared to the heights of other famous characters, starring in a number of advertisements and having toys
Was he
and comics
actually
made.
popular?
Even two separate video games were created.
I actually played one of the games.
But the Noid had one crucial difference, you see. While most mascots are portrayed positively, as they are kind of the face of the
Thanks, Yusuf.
company in many of these
Fiddy?
commercials,
Fiddly?
the Noid was the exact opposite.
Prime Zom Monkey
He
and
was portrayed
Lil Fan.
negatively. He was explicitly shown to be bad, and he was hell-bent on destroying all pizza deliveries he could get his hands on. Only through the incredible power of Domino's did he stop. This choice to make the Noid a negative character, portrayed as a bumbling idiot to be avoided, was interesting. He too saw the marketing campaign of Domino's and their slogan to avoid the Noid, and Kenneth became increasingly convinced that the marketing campaign was directly targeted at him. Kenneth was a paranoid schizophrenic.
Oh!
He believed, for whatever
I
reason,
remember
that
this
Domino's
now.
was attempting to smear his name.
Oh my fucking god, I remember this.
After years of seeing these ads, toys, comics, games, and more becoming increasingly popular
Yep,
around
now I
him,
remember this.
Kenneth reached a breaking point. January 30th, 1989, midday. Kenneth walks into his local Domino's Pizza in Georgia and produces a .357 Magnum revolver.
I'm not
He
helping
points
him.
his gun at
Jesus
the two
Christ.
employees behind the
He's
counter
fucking
and
bad.
demands to speak to the owner of Domino's
You
corporate.
delivered
Red
the
From
fucking
Zyler and the
hypocrisy.
resub fries.
He believes Tom
Insomnia.
himself was responsible for this marketing campaign that was targeting him. That Tom had even been sneaking around his apartment, spying on him and going through his things.
Ugh.
While it seems like he did
Maybe
get
he
to make
was.
a phone call to Domino's corporate, I can't find any evidence that he actually got to speak to Tom. At this point, though, Kenneth had two hostages inside the restaurant with him, both employees of the store.
Oh, hello.
And when police surrounded the establishment, Kenneth made two demands. First, he wanted $100,000 in cash, and second, he wanted a white limousine to drive away. For the next 6 hours, the siege continued, with Kenneth occasionally speaking to police over the phone, at one point offering to release one of his hostages in exchange for a copy of the book, The Widow's Son, a book about Freemasons, because apparently Kenneth was some sort of proto-Alex Jones type guy. As the siege continued, though, Kenneth eventually became hungry after waiting inside the restaurant for so long, and demanded that his two hostages make him some pizzas to eat. The hostages complied, because of course they fucking did, he had a gun, and made him
Probably
two
the best pizza they've ever made in their life.
While he was eating, however, he was distracted, and with his gun in his lap, his hostages saw an opportunity to escape, and they took it, successfully running out the door and getting away from the restaurant. Kenneth, soon afterwards, realized the hopelessness of his situation and surrendered to the authorities. Kenneth was taken into custody. He was charged with kidnapping, aggravated assault, extortion, and possession of a firearm during a crime. While he was eventually found not guilty due to insanity on all charges, he was consigned to a mental institution for several months. During this time, the media picked up on the story and ran wild with it.
Domino's should have
The line of
really
Domino's
like
being
doubled down
unable
on
to avoid
Noid.
The Noid this time was just too good to pass up.
You fucking
This
mark.
PR disaster should have caused Domino's to cease all usage of the Noid immediately, right? Well, not really. While the Noid was certainly seen less of immediately following the incident, his second video game, Yo Noid, was released for NES in 1990, just 1 year later, and more merchandise, ads, and more continued to be produced. The Noid, it seems, was just too good to kill off quite yet. Things take a darker turn in 1995, however, when Kenneth Lamar Noid took his own life. Whether this was the result of him still believing Domino's was targeting him with their Noid marketing campaign or not, nobody truly knows. But it can certainly be said that Domino's continuing to run Noid ads and produce more merchandise with the character certainly didn't help. This time, Domino's decided to stop production of anything relating to the Noid. He would no longer appear in advertisements or have merchandise featuring him produced. Until 2009, when Domino's began occasionally bringing the character back for various promotions. Stay classy, Domino's. And as I'm editing,
Well, what are the
video,
odds that there's
Domino's
another
decided to bring the
Noid
back.
in the world that
He's
that's
going to be appearing
mentally
in the new
unwell?
Crash Bandicoot mobile game, apparently, along with a brand new series of TV commercials. Tragedy
The more I see
surrounding
of it,
it.
the less cool
Whether
it
you
looks.
think Domino's should still be using it or not is up for debate. Thanks for watching my shitty video. If you enjoyed it, consider checking out my previous video talking about
It wasn't a
Tomorrow
shitty
World 20.
video, and the situation I think is very interesting. I don't see anything wrong with Domino's continuing to use the Noid. I think the odds of there being another person in the world named Noid that also goes on to rob and hold people hostage is super low. I think they rolled the dice again. I say let it ride. But yeah, super unlucky. I do remember when we learned about this during Soul Calibur night because someone made a Noid costume, and then chat told me that the Noid was responsible for a hostage situation, and I didn't believe them. Turns out they were absolutely right. That is such Domino's luck, though. Like, I'm sure there's someone in the world named after every mascot. Like, there's got to be a Tony the Tiger somewhere. Like a Tony Tiger in the world. And you don't hear anything about that fucking guy. But the one time Domino's finds success in a marketing mascot, it turns out to be a guy who's very mentally unwell who holds a place hostage thinking that they're mocking him and then goes on to kill himself. Like, that's just remarkably unlucky. And such a weird name, too. Negative mascot? You could argue that the Trix Rabbit and the Leprechaun for the Lucky Charms are negative mascots. They are constantly getting shit on by kids. So let's say I was named Trix Rabbit, and I saw that commercial. I'd be like, man. They fucking hate me. Pretty weird.
It went viral all over TikTok. We decided since you guys loved it so much, we
TikTok.
wanted to do another one.
Joaquin Phoenix is really committing to it. Good for him.
Alright, so round one went well. No, not a peep from him so far. Let's see how he fares against this bad boy.
This guy's pretty good.
Alright, he's doing well so far. We're gonna
Holy
make this
shit.
fucker squeal.
Wait, this guy's fucking nuts. I thought the mousetraps would have done it. Good for him. I always thought that this was overhyped. I can't imagine it being that bad.
Oh no, no. Oh
Try it? Nah. this guy's good. He's a high quality mine. Good for him. Even tries to get free ride. I'll let it ride for a minute.
Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Got something a little different for you today. It's not exactly the
Crazy
wholesome,
locks.
positive kind of content that I
Get some
usually
Sandu.
make, but it's something. It's definitely entertaining. So for a little setup here, I had been waiting for this woman for a few minutes now, and I wasn't in the best mood to begin with. You can tell that right away. It usually isn't super cool when you're waiting a few minutes to pick someone up. So I was a bit short with this woman compared to my usual cheery self.
Hey. Yeah, it's me. Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, it's me. Some pretty alpha shit right there, baby.
So everything's going pretty normally until this woman decides to try to pull a fast one on me.
Thanks, Resub. Easy cool.
What the fuck even is that?
The classic.
Just cancel your ride. No. It says you just canceled.
Slideshow.
You look at me?
Slide.
Why'd you cancel your ride?
Presentation. Mock.
That's not cool at all. You need to get
Well,
out
this
of
is
the car.
pretty shitty.
Yeah.
You gotta admit this woman has an impressive lack of self-awareness. She literally admitted to canceling the ride, which in turn screws me out of the fare for that trip. And then she proceeds to be offended after I kick her out of my car. It's amazing, really.
If you're looking for a partner I can assist, please reach out. If you work with a partner, make sure both students' names are listed on the work. Wait, when is this assignment due? It's due Friday. So, I think
That's not how it works.
Could get it done. Discussions.
You need to get out of my car, please.
Concept map. I don't quite understand, to be honest.
Please, get the fuck out. Scare her. Make a goofy noise and then like make yourself look big.
That's fine. I got you on camera doing that, so I don't mind at all. You canceled in the middle of a ride. You knew what you were doing.
I wasn't, it's just like, I knew that, lift us to stuff. I knew that,
You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, she just sounds very dumb.
I recently just started doing 2 stops, just like
You can
Lyft.
do as many stops as you want. You don't have to cancel it to make that happen.
I didn't know that because I just knew that Uber recently started doing 2 stops. All I know is I'm gonna reach you so I had 1.96 stars.
Have a good night. I can do the same thing.
You're kidding.
So this is where shit starts to pop off, and I'll just kind of let this play
Where's the
out.
punishability?
Hope you don't look at me different after this.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Fuck you. I got you on camera.
Alright, I would have probably let it pass.
You're Oh, let's go.
Now it's personal.
Yeah, you were trying to be.
Call her a
shady.
goober.
If you're that fucking low for fucking $10, you're a piece of shit. You know that? $10 fucking. Shut my door and get the fuck out of here. Shut my fucking door and get the fuck out of here. Like, are you fucking serious? Are you really trying to be crazy right now?
What is that? Is she on muscle relaxers?
See this? Are you fucking kidding me?
Man, that opioid epidemic is nuts. Oh, they're just gonna hit her.
What the fuck are you? Are you serious right now?
That's so annoying.
You really think it's cool to fucking attack someone? You know what? What are you doing?
Thanks to resub and architect in Purgatory.
You captured Zone C.
Okay, now
Being an Uber or Lyft driver has to be absolutely miserable. How does this go on for more?
Confrontate to advertising rep years ago.
Oh, he just goes over what happens and like the repercussions, I imagine. I feel super bad for Uber and Lyft drivers. They don't even get paid well. They get kind of fucked by the companies they drive for. I think Lyft is better than Uber for it, but still not great from what I understand. Fake railroad cop crown Rick Auto.
I know the spam now.
Oh my god, why can't I type today? Holy shit. It just looks like they go through cars. Oh, these are fake? It does look fake, just from the thumbnails. Is it like a fetish or something? Why do you want to see the Joey Chestnut vs. Matt Stoney 2015 hot dog eating challenge? Like so desperate. Goddamn. I mean, it's just... I watch the hot dog eating competitions like every year. Yeah, I mean, it's always cool to watch Joey Chestnut fucking gobble it down, but goddamn. It's not like the craziest thing in the world. Parking Revenge 68 by Tow Trucker.
Hey, Tow Trucker back. Welcome to the channel.
What's up, Big Tuna?
Here we go again. Anyway, I had a lot of questions
where the
about
fuck
that
is the other
Tundra
guy?
On that last video.
I'm so
we're gonna go ahead
confused.
and
They
run
both
that
have
Tundra clip. I actually got a little shot of him pulling off the lot. Pulling out of the lot right here. Let's go back and get that Tundra. Let's go ahead and run that clip.
Chase me then.
I just rolled back up over here to this Tundra. I gotta.
Well, just fucking total it, bro. Let's get it over with. Just tow this shit off a cliff. Fuck it. There's a tier 1 Lil Uzi. Is the Hassan raid just a meme? Because nothing came through on my end. I don't know if that's real or not, but if it is, thank you. I don't know why it didn't pop up. Just a meme? Oh, God. Oh, it was an unofficial raid. Well, thank you then. Welcome. I don't know what the fuck's going on here, but this guy just stole a car. So that's pretty cool. I'm not super invested. I don't really care if that guy parked like an asshole or whatever. But love to see him getting towed, I guess. Johns Creek Town Hall Meltdown. I do love me a good meltdown. This one?
Deny that you work contracts or consult for a government ports company or any of them.
Yes.
And
Here's a prime toaster and resub Germany.
Why wouldn't it be okay? I can earn a living in any way other than a way that I earn a living off the city of Johns Creek.
But to collect a paycheck from someone sitting next to you.
I don't collect it from Ford. Ford doesn't work for the company.
I'm so confused with what's happening.
I'm also very skilled at what I do, Jennifer, which is the real reason I'm broken.
I just think with 5 million people in Atlanta, it just seems very...
Another one of my clients is on the second floor of this building. Does that make that a Ford too, because they happen to be located in the City Hall building?
Sent. Oh my god.
What is happening? This isn't a meltdown. This is just a weird conversation.
10 years that I've worked for the city. If you don't like it, I appreciate it.
It's the appearance. It's the appearance.
There's no appearance. It has nothing, Jennifer. It has nothing to do with it.
That was boring. That was very far from a meltdown. It was a confused woman who confused me. It was I don't know what the fuck that was. Parents hire evil clown for kids' birthday parties.
As right now, who
Did
wants to
Resub
have
River?
a boring traditional birthday party with cake and ice cream and presents when you can have an evil clown stalk you for a week before throwing a pie in your face? Dominic DeVille.
That sounds like a good
stage
deal.
name of a Swiss actor.
Okay, his services, which apparently they've been around for a few years, created a buzz recently when the Huffington Post picked up on his story. For a fee, parents can hire DeVille to send threatening texts and notes to their birthday boy or girl.
Wait, what?
After days of stalking, DeVille then shows up in a scary clown costume and blasts your kid in the face with a pie.
Is this
Oh my
real?
God, DeVille, this is what he's saying about this. He says that kids love to be scared by his services, although we're not so sure.
What? Wait, this has to be a skit. Is this a skit? There's a difference between being scared in a horror movie and being scared that there's an actual evil clown stalker who's fucking texting you and then meets you in the real world when you least expect it, hitting you with a pie. That's traumatizing. Like, even not for a kid. Holy shit, that's intense. What a good service. Wow. Genius. Absolute genius. The PTSD comes in earlier.
I wonder who's going to pay for therapy when that kid grows up, you know?
Like, literally,
I was
yeah.
thinking, I'm a mother,
100%.
my daughter is almost 3, and there are times when I want to give her everything so that she'll stop whining, you know? But it's one of those things that I wonder if it's parents who have been resistant to reprimanding their kids, to telling them to stop, to say no, who just give, and then get the kid who acts up all the time. And then they say, okay, well, I can't say no, but I hire a scary clown to scare my kid, and then maybe he will learn how to do things right.
Yeah, a lot of parents say maybe teenagers, this might be okay to do, but for a child...
No, what? It'd be even... That's just as bad.
I'm just scratching my head by it.
I'm questioning whether that story is even legit. Someone had...
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's real.
I was looking at the story before I came on, and there were lots of comments on the Huffington Post, and one of them, the top comment at the time, was somebody saying, can somebody tell me the phone number for this person? So clearly, at least that one person was interested in hiring this guy.
And some of our viewers too, they love the idea. But DeVille says incidentally that he got the idea from watching horror movies. Right. That's how he got the idea.
To be honest, you know, he's not a very good-looking guy, but you know what, an idea.
Oh, that's kind of fucked up.
There's a public.
I see how he chose
there,
this profession
and
now.
He carved a niche that nobody else had before.
I'm terrified of clowns, whether they're evil or friendly.
I am right there with you, Susan, and I can tell you, teens. My daughter loves to be scared. They love those thriller horror movies.
Not from a psychopath.
This is a little bizarre.
Like, what do you mean?
Of cyberbullying and all of that, whether some kids might take these text messages or, phone calls as something more than just a prank.
And that's exactly what our viewers are saying on Facebook.
Amy Blackburn writes, in this day and age of having to teach our kids to be very careful around other people, this just seems dumb.
Herman Mercado, this is downright evil, but for an adult, it is fine, but not for kids.
I don't even know about an adult.
What do you
Heather
mean?
Johnson says, why is everyone so scared of a man or woman with face paint? People need to grow up. LOL. It's hilarious.
Shawnee says, how could any parent with parents?
Facebook is just like this completely different breed. Crazy. I was reading Facebook comments the other day. It's shocking that those are real human beings most of the time. Pretty impressive once you got the actual meat, though. That was pretty quick.
Oh my god, the first the banana flipped. Can we get a slow-mo on that?
It did flip. Yeah, you kick flipped it. Wait, how does it go for 451?
Do I think I can improve this process?
Oh.
Yes, absolutely. Am I very content? Yes, I very much am.
Oh, there's
we're
more.
going to be attempting the official Guinness World Record title for the fastest time to eat a head of lettuce. Now, the current record is 1 minute 30 something, and so today we need to smash it in a quicker time than that.
Man. There's some kangaroo out there that's so jealous.
Current record is 32.
32? The normal serving size for almonds is 28. You're telling me the world record was only 4 more almonds than the normal serving size? That's actually nothing.
Calm down.
Wait, I could absolutely smack, well, depending on what Leah does here, she might just house like 4 boxes worth, but that's actually nothing. Can't almonds kill you? Can they? That's the first I heard of that. I also eat almonds every day. Almonds contain cyanide. I mean, apples also contain a little bit of cyanide too, but with the amount of almonds I eat, this is actually a little bit concerning. How much cyanide are we talking here? Fucking on? This is, that's a bit of an eye-opener. Like, almonds are super good for you, if you exclude the cyanide part. For the average sized male, more than 1,000 individual sweet almonds, which I imagine most of the store-bought ones are, would need to be eaten in a single day for there to be any real risk of cyanide poisoning. And even then, the risk would be minimal since the body processes cyanide quite quickly. Typically, any cyanide taken in by your body will be eliminated within 24 hours, so the daily intake of sweet almonds is not only safe, but encouraged. On the high end, I would say I eat between 100 to 150 almonds a day. Now, let's assume that it takes the upper limit of the body to digest that, so 24 hours. And let's assume that I get especially gluttonous for some almonds, and I get 300 almonds in a day, in a 24-hour period. I'm getting kind of concerned. I fucking love almonds. Almonds slap. There's also something called bitter almonds, which contain 50 times more cyanide per nut. And it says you would need While you would need 1,000 sweet almonds to reach toxic levels of cyanide, you would only need to eat between 10 and 30 bitter almonds to reach the minimum lethal level. That's crazy. Oh my god. I'm gonna be worried about fucking bitter almonds making it into my goddamn diamond, blue diamond bag. Almonds also have high lectin count, just like tomatoes. Is lectin bad? What the fuck is lectin? Why am I learning all these like horrible things? What the fuck is lectin? I literally graduated with a degree in human science and exercise physiology, which included an entire semester on fucking nutrition. I don't remember any of this. I've been eating a lot of tomato soups, and it's found in tomato content. Aren't tomatoes supposed to be extremely good for you? What the fuck is safe anymore? According to the things I'm reading here, lectin is not beneficial, but it's also not like extremely harmful, but it's not great either. At least the first like 6 things that came up here. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Zone A.
Why is she eating them one at a time? You could easily win this by doing handfuls of like 10.
Lost Zone C.
Full of almonds. That was intense. So we had a
How is
minute
that
on
intense?
timer.
Just almonds.
So that was the official Guinness World
Thanks, Yusuf done.
ground almonds and roast. We're composed. I'm really proud of that. I'm hoping that we did enough today to land this record. Thank you all for watching. I'm nervous, I'm excited, and we'll catch you guys.
Thanks, Yusuf Fortune. Nice. She was pretty efficient, but I'm not overly impressed. Now I just keep fucking doing that. I also got really curious about this one. How many bananas would you eat to have it killed? A fatal dose of bananas would be around 400 bananas. Like in a day? Time frame on that. 400 bananas and what? You would need 400 bananas in a day. So all these things are so traced, but the only one that actually makes me a little earthy is the tomato one. God damn it. I eat a lot of tomatoes. How quickly the maggots eat burger. I'll pass. Fuck, I don't want to watch maggots eat a burger.
I thought you were going to do
Check out the worst line reading ever.
Go ahead. That's really fucking betting on that.
Why do you keep saying LSF, please? I never do like Reddit recaps. I'm always worried about like titties and cock showing up. Why is something crazy on LSF right now?
You lost Zone A.
My husband is having an affair with your wife. I don't think we should talk about it. Does your pet kill them?
Oh man! Oh God! Oh man! Oh God! Oh man! Oh God! Oh man! Oh God! Oh man! Oh God!
That seemed pretty good to me. Don't know why it's called the worst line reading ever. It sounded lazy? No, that sounded pretty passionate to me. It sounded pretty fucking good, actually. You could really see it start to weigh on him. You guys aren't actors. I don't know how many of you know this, but I was in the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. I understand good acting when I see it. And that right there was pretty high quality acting. You're just not picking up on the subtle vicissitudes that he's able to really like put into his lines.
I should have
I
lost
saw
that.
clips on Twitter. It didn't look that great. But I love the idea.
Director and co-founder here at Player First.
That's pretty crazy. Is there, on every fighting game team, someone named Tony at like the top level and they have to be bald? Because for Riot Project L, there was also a bald Tony. This is pretty cute. I think I'm discovering an industry secret.
We're here today to give you a first look at our new game, Multiverses.
Can you see?
About 2 years ago, we had a question. Can we create a
What
platform
are
fighter
you
that
doing
embodies
now? That's the
everything we
real
love about the
question.
genre, removes the pain points, and brings in some new ideas? Multiverses emphasizes teamwork and social play. With an
See, like that's what I don't really like.
characters
I like
that
one-on-one. I mean, fuck
This is our
teamwork.
take on the competitive platform fighter. Cooperative, deep combat mechanics across multiple platforms and free to play. Everything is better with your friends, and that's a bond we want to emphasize across our modes, especially in 2v2. Every character has unique moves that focus on team play, whether that's a smoke bomb or Batman to cover your team's movement, that out.
Yeah.
And for those of us who like to play solo, don't worry, we support that too.
Yeah, I think it'd be really cute, like casually, but not for professional sweat. But I guess I could be wrong. Yeah, I mean, I think it's cute. I don't think I'd get really into it. Directly calling out Nickelodeon, yeah. think All Stars Brawl doesn't have any of that. Let's do Volume 1.
Ah! Oh, god damn it.
Recently uploaded. This video was filmed somewhere in Montreal, Canada. The videographer films the moon on a daily basis. However, in his latest look, he apparently captured these UFOs.
Those aren't UFOs, they're beans, idiot. Clearly one of the astronauts just dropped them from orbit, the ISS.
Based on the size of their shadows, they would have to be massive.
Oh, that's the whole thing.
In this next video, a woman is casually walking down the street when she is suddenly and violently thrown by an
You
insane
captured
bar.
Zone C.
Holy shit! It's like a Nacho Libre suplex.
Search, if this isn't the answer, what kind of class would be able to throw over a person with such
You
a-
lost Zone A.
In recent years, the phenomena of frozen planes has become a hot topic among paranormal enthusiasts. Usually credited to most of the videos can be ignored. However, this one continues to puzzle viewers. Shot by Atlanta resident Sebastian Badahat, shows a private
Too much,
plane
I think.
frozen in the air.
Thanks to Tier 1.
Captured Zone A.
Thanks to Tier 1 in Lego. Resub Sosuko.
Initially, some skeptics blamed the wind, yet the banner behind the plane doesn't reflect this.
Uh-oh. We do have ourselves the real mystery afoot. Who hacked the plane?
Eventually, after over a minute, the plane finally resumed its flight. But what caused it?
Probably just a server issue, I don't know.
Little is known about the plane, although it's believed to have been filmed in Russia. If this is the case, then this father and son
Here's a tuggy. Makes it Tier 1 prince. Oh god! I knew it! I've been saying it for years, Sasquatch is real. Finally, the proof! What?
People draw attention to its massive shoulders and elongated arms.
Little to no skeptics, huh?
The enemy rallies.
Yeah, you can't dispute that, I guess. Looks pretty no argument from me. Also, I'll just read this out. The number 8 one with the girl being knocked over is an edited video. It was originally a tire that flew off a truck and hit her in the face, and they edited the tire out. I've actually seen that on Twitter, since there's a lot of videos where tires fly out and hit somebody. On Twitter, there was an account that would edit the tires out and just have the impact. And I recognized one of them because I saw it on Reddit.
Oh, yeah, just past
They had edited out the tire on someone that was walking down the sidewalk and gets hit in the back and just like fucking flies forward. They edited the tire, and the entire like skeptic community on Twitter was like, see, fucking proof that something is afoot in our simulated universe. So that is actually a pretty common one.
On May 17, 2006,
True Bear.
according to those who captured the video, the end of the air. An observation that led
Enemy team is breaking.
What is this? What am I looking at? A microscope? Yes.
Enemy rally.
Now I see it. That is, without a doubt, a witch.
Eerily, in support of this claim, 2 policemen revealed that they had seen a similar or identical witch that same day.
Thanks for resubs, Quanto. Not tonight though, Q. We just caught up like literally 3 nights ago.
Enemy team is
Thanks for resub, meat strips, fizzle, gift sub, Prince, and Prime Dakota. Perhaps metal.
Your team is breaking.
Thanks for resub, Logan. One thing I wanted to do is create one of these things. Like, I'd like to have Mark Rober whip up like a really convincing paranormal flying thing, and then just fly it around like, I don't know, some city, and see how many people pick up it, like, believing it's real.
However, some skeptics maintain that the support yet those who follow it are resistant
I think that's illegal. What, to convince people that the fucking witches exist?
in multiple public hero videos.
Thanks for the gift sub, TDL.
Depict the close rescue of a bystander. However, when researching this closer, what seemed like an ordinary fall now appears to be a result of paranormal experience.
What?
Eerily, when zoomed in, you can see a faint apparition, one that seems to actively push the bystander.
Okay. Yes! Ah, of course it's an apparition. What else would it be? Thanks to the resub Daffy and the anonymous bits. Skinwalker Ranch. Yep, that sounds like actual serial killer shit. I can't watch that on Twitch.
Stays in place for a few seconds before disappearing.
Isn't this... Hold on. This clip right here. Isn't this the one where it was a drunk man that got arrested because he pushed her onto the tracks? That's this video, isn't it? Holy shit, hold on. That wasn't long ago. Let me see it. Where was it? There was a drunk homeless man, if I remember right, that pushed her onto the tracks. Or it could be a different one. But let's see. No, it's a different one. Or at least, I don't, well, Jesus, there's a couple instances, but it is, the one I was thinking of is not this one. Thanks to the resub Spike and the Tier 1 Waffles. Skinwalker Ranch was the first known sighting of a Wendigo. Okay, I see we're using those terms very loosely. Thanks to Tier 1 Emily Drums and the bits Aussie and Cinder. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'll queue it up. But I'm trying to find this because I'm pretty sure this video is. I'm pretty sure it was a guy that pushed her because this looks very familiar. I guess not. Must have been a ghost. Thanks to the Prime Kung Fu and Kidney Stones and the resub Smiles. And the resub Rusty. That makes sense, insanity.
The music world was shaken when the Vine of Frozen However, some fans are adamant he was murdered, likely on the orders of his wife, Courtney Love. To investigate this theory, filmmaker Nick Broomfield met with musician Al Duce, who claimed Love had offered him $50,000
Blow his fucking head off. I got but she didn't say anything.
How reliable. I'm sure that's what happened.
But I told Alan, my friend.
He's the prime agent Vin in the Resub Tomato.
Let the FBI catch him.
The scene features a person called Alan, who believed to be a fellow musician named Wench. Mysteriously, Wench is alive, found dead a few
What?
Still, the mystery isn't over just yet. Near the end of the aforementioned
kind of master countering him.
an unknown woman
Sort of.
seems to scream out, "Help us."
Hey, 50 grand does a lot of talking. Buy me a beer, I might need
Holy
What the fuck is this now? Alright, now that one's kind of interesting. It's not like a ghost thing or anything, that's just kind of interesting. I've never heard that theory. Who was that? Al Duce? Is that even a real thing? El Duce. Eldon Hook.
You lost his own seat.
After the body of frontman Kurt Cobain was discovered in the greenhouse of Cobain's Lake Washington home, Hoke began making the claim that Cobain's wife, Courtney Love, had offered to pay him to kill Cobain. Hoke promoted his story in such media outlets as Jerry Springer, Inquirer, and Nick Broomfield's documentary Kurt and Courtney. In 1996, Hoke passed a lie detector test when claiming that Love had offered him $50K to kill Cobain. In 1997, Duche, I don't know how to say it, whatever, again claimed that Love offered him $50K to whack Cobain. Claimed that he knew who did kill Cobain, giving the name Alan, and some people think it was Alan Winch. He said he would let the FBI catch him. According to a self-published book by Mentor's bass player Steve Roy, the whole story was concocted by Mentor's associate Rev Bud Green in order to sell to supermarket tabloids. Nice. Interestingly, though, April 19th, 1997, one day after his final performance and talking to Brent Alden, 8 days after filming his interview with Nick Broomfield in the Kurt and Courtney documentary, he was found dead on the railroad tracks, decapitation in an accident, and was hit on by a full freight train going 60. That is pretty fucking weird. Thanks to the Prime Ram in the resub Drobes. Day's been alright, Bear. I don't know if you've done well.
Oh. Oh, he's into that crowd.
Wild. According to the documentary made about, or autobiography made about El Duce, there were people on the track, on the other side of the tracks, that called out to him, and he went over to meet them and got stuck. Thanks to Prime Lumbo. Who is Alan Rich? How deep does this go? What a fucking unfortunate name. Alan Wrench just of course brings me Alan Wrenches to buy. I see. So he doesn't want to be found. That crafty Alan Wrench. I'll do Alan Wrench Cobain. Alright. Murdering Kurt Cobain, finishing it all off. I actually have a photo of Alan Wrench with Kurt Cobain wearing the shirt that he died in. Alan Wrench says he killed Kurt Cobain. Who is Alan Wrench?
Worth. Dude, what the fuck happened? It's like everyone just like
There's
decided
not
to
a
level
whole
up
lot
and be
about
better.
Alan Wrench.
That caught me off guard.
But it just seems like a guy who's trying to piggyback off of that story from Al Ducey.
Whilst most have heard of the mainstream...
You captured Zone C.
One controversial theory proposes that United 93
Oh, this one's just really fucking disrespectful.
to prove this. Years before its release, these two videos were uploaded to YouTube. Across in Moscow.
You captured Zone A.
Whoa.
Dude, he's annoying me.
Holy shit.
Mysteriously, at the same time, video allegedly taken at
There's the tier 1 pool and the tier 1 boom.
extraterrestrial in nature. Interestingly, she is now identified as Alaya Prokofyeva, the real founder of the private space Galactica.
What? Oh my god, aliens are real. I knew it! It's proven! Would a triangle really be the best shape for their ships, though? This shit is from a movie. Thanks, Risa Bleo.
I wasn't ready for
What
that.
movie? Thanks, the Prime Crown. What movie, though, is what I'm asking. I mean, I think it's... I also think it's from a movie. Would be my guess. Like, this is so convenient that it's just like an exposition dump here. But I don't know what movie. Let's see. Alaya Prokofyeva. Prokofyeva. That's how you say it.
You captured Zone A.
Alaya Prokofyeva, founder, CEO of Human Cosmos. The only thing I find is her, like, LinkedIn pages. Everything I find about her is her posting about herself.
Carry it.
Check comments. YouTube comments is the worst fucking place for anything ever. I guarantee they believed every single one of the things in here. Yep, that was definitely Bigfoot. Can't argue with that.
Enemy rally.
Nice. So this is the channel that convinced you ghosts were real? How?
Your team is breaking. Your team rallied.
Oh, Nuxie, you fucking bitch.
Thanks to Tier 1 Kenny. I love this kind of shit though. I think it's so fucking goofy fun. So I'm in to watch more, but I don't know how this was able to convince you in the existence of ghosts. I'm gonna take a tinkle and fill up my water real quick though, so I will be right back.
Your team rallied. Your team is breaking. Enemy team is breaking. You captured Zone C. Victory!
I'm back, team. Who's ready to get convinced of the paranormal? Thanks to the resub Fruit Loop, Crunchy, and the 2 gift subs Billiam, and the resub Corpse Stickman and Cat. Bits Olag, I'm sorry to hear about that. I'm wishing you and your family the best, that's horrible. Wishing all of you good luck.
Just get out.
Thanks to Prime Tyler. BuzzFeed Unsolved is it very fun.
Just get out of the radius. Just get out of the radius.
Night, Christopher.
Alright, I think I'm done.